Welcome to another edition of the Nightly Nuge. How you doing this week, Ted?
You know, it is October. I'm celebrating the wonderful, natural, effervescent, tooth, fang, and claw, miraculous creation of God as a hands-on participant in the conservation world, reverentially using his renewable natural resources. I'm actually inebriated on freedom during October more than ever, only will be increased in November and then exponentially upgraded in December. But other than the treachery and the ugliness and the dishonesty and the evil around the world, ladies and gentlemen, if you get nothing else from the Nightly Nuge, celebrate the spirit of the wild and the great outdoors, because we need soul cleansing now more than ever. And Keith, my soul is cleansed.
Well, you know what, Ted? Our viewers and listeners need your help today. They're getting all kinds of conflicting information from mainstream media. What we know for a fact is that the Nord Stream pipeline was sabotaged. Okay? And I'm going to show you a little clip of President Biden, and this was before the Ukraine invasion. Roll tape.
If Russia invades, that means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again. Then there will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
How will you do that exactly, since the project and control of the project is within Germany's control?
We will. I promise you, we'll be able to do it.
We will end Nord Stream. What went on over there? What's your take on all of this over there with regard to Nord Stream?
You know, Keith, God bless you and Tim and everybody here who's created the Nightly Nuge, because truth, logic, and common sense is greatly celebrated across the fruited plain everywhere I go, whether my family, my grandkids, my neighbors, my hunting buddies, my band, my crew, everybody in my world celebrates and lives by and demands truth, logic, and common sense. What we've touched on irrefutably throughout the Nightly Nuge celebration of the best is that the worst of the worst is everywhere right now, in the government, media, academia, fact checkers, Disney, Hollywood. It has never been uglier. And when you've got a government that redacts everything, and when you have government, especially the military right now, that is absolutely maniacally pursuing weakness and wokeness and dishonesty and political correctness, this freak in the White House, this treasonous, criminal, gangster Biden family puppet in the White House, has stated unambiguously that they're going to end that pipeline of natural gas from Russia. He said he was going to do it, but here's the takeaway. Americans can't trust the government of the United States of America. These are heartbreaking, tragic, and extremely dangerous times, Keith.
Well, you know what, Ted? When you look around the world, gas prices, energy prices have skyrocketed. Here in America, I mean, anybody goes to the pump, they see it. We're looking at our winter starting to be fall, then winter heating bills, outrageous. Just a couple short years ago under Donald Trump, there was nothing like this. Do you think this is a planned event?
No, I don't think it's a planned event. I'm way beyond the thinking stage. Every time they accuse someone of racism, the accuser is the racist. Whenever they accuse Trump supporters as terrorism and vandalism and a threat to society, we have unlimited footage of Democrat supporters and Black Lives Matter and Antifa and Occupy Wall Street instigating terror and vandalism in Kenosha, in Chicago, in New York, in New Jersey, in Portland, in Seattle, in San Francisco, in Los Angeles. People who just do a modicum of research examining the unlimited evidence available to us knows that I'm speaking truth, logic, and common sense, but I'm expecting somebody to kick down my door any minute.
Right.
For speaking the truth. So yes, they're doing it on purpose. They just want to subdue us and control us and make subservient, desperate people, importing them through our borders because they're leaving hellholes and they're coming to the United States of America. So our government is creating an invasion and desperation for American citizens because they know they can control the invaders, because the invaders will accept crumbs. Meanwhile, working hard, playing hard Americans, we're getting more and more defined. Even though this flag is not available just yet, this is what real Americans are saying right now. Real Americans are being told they have to do illegal, immoral things, and real Americans are lifting up their flame-throwing middle finger and going, I don't think so. So the U.S. government wants to get rid of defiant people, the very foundation of the experiment in self-government, and they want sheep-like, subservient, desperate people to obey illegal, immoral commands. You watch what's about to come, and if we the people don't stand up like the rallies behind the great Donald J. Trump and get a real whistle-blowing, cockroach spotlighting leadership back in, Donald Trump being the best ever, Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene, Chip Roy, we've got a bunch of cockroach spotlighters out there, but nowhere near enough. That's why I'm radical, Keith. I spotlight cockroaches and I stomp them. Yes, the government is doing this on purpose. They are maniacally after total control of sheep-like subservient victims, and we're not going to let it happen.
Hey, Ted, before we go here on this Monday evening, we are almost at the 1-year anniversary of the Let's Go Brandon chant. What's your take on that?
Well, my take on that is my instincts are pure. My instinct is to defy, and I'm not alone. At every sporting event, at NASCAR, at rallies all around this country, heck, people just at a barbecue or a bowling alley just spontaneously unleash their instinctual truism of let's go Brandon, and we know what it means, because on my new record, Detroit Muscle, I have a song called Come and Take It, and every night on the greatest tour of my life in 2022, Come and Take It changed to Joe Biden. And that's the universal battle cry for righteousness. Great anniversary. I think we'll keep that going.
Well, you know what, Ted, you kind of foreshadowed what I wanted to talk about tomorrow night. You said people need to realize what's coming. You think you know what's coming. You have a very bold prediction. And those of you that are listening or watching, if you come back tomorrow night, Ted is going to give his incredibly bold prediction right here on the Nightly News, where there is absolutely no fake news. I can't wait for tomorrow night, Ted.